Good morning, everyone. Today is how I lost $140 trading on NASDAQ. Not today, actually, it would have been yesterday. Just recording this video now because I had to sleep and then get ready for work, so didn't have time right after the trade. Basically, pretty simple day, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the trade, the entry was pretty quick, and the setup was pretty clear in my opinion. So let's just go into it on replay really quickly. Just go like that, and then remove that. So, basically looking into like the market, I was fine with going either direction, honestly. Longs or shorts. I mean, shorts kind of looked better just because we had, I got London, Asian, good draws right here. But also London session did sweep out lows here, as you can see, and then it started moving up. So that was another, that's kind of like a secondary bias that I also go off of what London session did. It hasn't been working recently a lot, so I don't like base it only off of that. It's more off of price action and what the reactions are, the manipulation is right after market open, which also played out in the same direction today. But I mean, so we had manipulation on London and then we reversed, so that was kind of partially my bias. Once the market opened, go on the 5-minute for you. So market opened and instantly we get a sweep. These are 15-minute lows, and then it also did sweep New York lows. So we got a couple sweeps here. Usually I like to go off of hourly draws, but since typically when I'm following this London strategy of basing it off of what London session did, I'll be more fine with a 15-minute sweep, because sometimes, I mean, what do we have for hourly draw? I think it's literally here. I don't even know if this was an hourly draw or not, so it would have to come down pretty far. And since we already got this reaction, I wasn't expecting it to sweep out this right away, obviously, so we could target that first. So that's kind of my mindset as I'm going into this. So we got this sweep instantly. After that, 5-minute break right off the bat, as you can see here. Broke this 5-minute candle structure. And then I'm just basically waiting for a 5-minute retrace. We did get this 5-minute retrace, and it was not into equilibrium yet. So we're waiting for another one. And then we also have this fair value gap here. So it's even better. So we have fair value gap and equilibrium for it to tap into. Pretty good solid area for it to tap into. So we got that right there. So we got basically everything we need. We're just waiting for a 1-minute break before entering. Over on ES though, we were more bullish. So we had an SMT for that because we didn't get the retrace. And it didn't sweep all the way down to the New York lows. So it was definitely a little bit more bullish. The play would have been to take out ES, but it was just so farther ahead. Yeah, so it was pretty close to these. If I can remember, it was getting closer to these, and the risk reward wasn't going to be as good by the time I could have entered on NASDAQ. Following that, just waiting for a 1-minute break of structure before my entry. And then we just kind of chopped. Oh, that's right. Yep. So we were chopping in this area, and then huge candle to the upside, basically. And then at that point, I'm not taking this because that 1-minute break was so high that my risk reward would have been terrible going after my draw. And actually, my first draw was this 15-minute, and that was swiped right away by that 1-minute candle. So the first draw is out of the picture, which could have been achievable if we got the break right here. Could have had a little bit of a trade here, and then the second take profit, but that obviously did not happen. So I was just looking for a 1-minute retrace because I was not really wanting to take such a big extension entry in the beginning here and have my stop all the way down here. So we're waiting for a 1-minute re-entry. Got move up. Trying to remember how this went. There we go. So we got that re-entry right there, and I'm pretty sure I entered right off of that. If I can remember correctly. And then we had take profit right there, 2 point. Yeah, that's pretty close. Off by a couple ticks. It might have been, I think it was 2.7, so it's probably like that. And this is why we recap the trades the day of, not the next day. But anyways, that was basically the setup. Everything that I wanted. Basically, I mean, sweep, 5 minute break, 5 minute retrace, 1 minute break, everything I'm basically looking for. It did break structure to the downside on this, which I didn't know at first. So technically, it wouldn't have been the right time to enter. Would have wanted to wait just a little bit more. That's fine though. Either way, I mean, it didn't make a difference because obviously it didn't pan out. The main issue today was the price action. After entering, it was looking pretty decent. I mean, it was moving kind of slow for a typical market open. I did notice that. But I mean, it wasn't like clustered together. We're getting some movement and expansion, stuff like that. Liquidity sweeps, obviously. But after the entry, it chopped for so long. And then even after my exit, the price action was just going sideways the whole day. Basically, it was like sweep, resweep, sweep, one huge candle up, swept that out. But I guess I can show you actually what happened. So yeah, basically a little bit of drawdown, started going up. I think we got halfway to take profit. I think we're up like I'm not too sure. I think we're probably up 500, roughly $500-600 at one point in the middle here. And then we just got chops, tons of chopping. I was looking on the 5 minute mainly, watching this. I think it was an hour that it was chopping around. Yeah. So that's basically what happened. Tons of chop, got halfway there, and it didn't want to push all the way because the price action was not very good. And basically, right after this 5 minute break of structure, it's basically an hour into the trade, and I know this is not high probability. One thing I did do incorrectly was I moved my stop on this. We moved it to, I think it was one of these. It was somewhere in this area because it was the full stop because I risked on this trade roughly, I want to say $600, roughly $600 on this trade. So wherever I moved my stop to, I only got stopped out at $140, and obviously stopped all the way either way. I did go against my rules by moving the stop loss, but I mean, it did play out how it should, protecting my risk today. It's not something I should be doing in every trade, but I seen like this price action super slow. If we actually wanted to hit this, we were going to move right away. And it definitely had what it needed. It had the sweep. It had everything it needed. The fill in the fair value gap. I got everything. But we just chop, and then broke structure to the downside. I took that as signal as we are not making it right away. And I was going to be fine with getting stopped out and then it moving up. Just I did not trust this price action. Did not trust how it was looking. In the end, yeah, we stopped out. I am very happy with this trade though. I took a very good trade. Not mad at myself for moving the stop, even though I shouldn't be doing that. I'm gonna try to avoid doing that from now on. As part of my rules is not to move the stop because either the trade fails or it takes profit. And obviously today it failed either way, but sometimes it could wick you out halfway into your stop and then move up to the direction. Just needed that little fill. So that's why I kind of avoid moving stops no matter what. But yeah, basically that's it for the day. It is 7:40 right now, about to have market open in another 50 minutes. So preparing my mind, locking in for market open, another good day. I'm excited. I don't think we have news today. I know Wednesday's the only really bad day that I was looking at. Everything else I was definitely down to trade. So we'll see what happens basically with that. But yep, hope you guys have a good day. Good luck trading, and I will post a recap of the next trade that I take if I do take one, or something to kind of focus on, meditate on for the day, skill, kind of something like that. So we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.